Beautiful day today, and I've got my hands on an Infiniti QX4. Right, let's begin. The 2002 Infiniti QX4. This is widely regarded as one of the most reliable vehicles that Nissan Infiniti has ever made, and I would have to agree with that idea. This is my 2002 Infiniti QX4. It's got about 141,000 miles on it. No check engine light, doesn't leak oil, doesn't burn oil. Let's talk about the looks. It looks good. I think it's aged very well. That might be a little bit sentimental because this is my SUV, but when this thing first came out, it looked good. I think it still looks good. It looks like a beefed up, kind of slightly better looking version of the Nissan Pathfinder, which is actually what it is. This is a Nissan Pathfinder underneath. Infiniti, which is the same company as Nissan, has taken some of the body panels, made them look a little bit nicer. It's got xenon headlights. These wheels were a little bit odd when they first came out. I think they still look a little bit odd, but I think they look good. The car looks unique and nice. Let's do the foundations. The chassis is actually a unibody chassis like a car, not a body-on-frame chassis like a truck. So this thing is geared more towards passenger comfort and safety and gas mileage rather than a rugged off-road use or construction use. This has a rear-to-front four-wheel drivetrain like a pickup truck, not a front-to-rear all-wheel drivetrain like a lot of economy cars or small SUVs these days. The front-to-rear all-wheel drivetrain is cheaper to make, cheaper to buy. It's better on gas. The rear-to-front is considered more foundational solid for truck-like use, so you can tow with this, you can go off-road with this. Most of the time the Infiniti is rear-wheel drive, but you can turn a knob and that will activate a center differential, which will send power to the front wheels when necessary. Engine is a 3.5 liter V6. It produces 240 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. This engine has no turbocharger, no supercharger. It's considered one of the best engines that Nissan made. The rear suspension is a live axle like a pickup truck, not an independent suspension like a luxury vehicle. A live axle is geared towards off-road use, construction use, not handling and passenger comfort. The front suspension, on the other hand, is an independent suspension like a luxury vehicle, not a live axle like a pickup truck. This thing is geared towards passenger comfort, but unfortunately this does have the cheaper McPherson strut type front suspension rather than the double wishbone. The double wishbone is more desirable, more expensive, leads to a better ride, better handling. The McPherson strut is typically found in economy cars. It's good for space savings. It's cheaper to make for manufacturers. Cars either have drum brakes or disc brakes. Drum brakes are cheap to make. They last forever. Disc brakes are the performance standard. The Infiniti has drum brakes in the rear and disc brakes up front. A lot of truck manufacturers do this. The brakes perform okay. The trunk has 38 cubic feet of storage space and 85 cubic feet of storage space with the rear seats folded down. Known defects, reliability issues, these things do tend to rust. There was a recall for the struts rusting through the body, which can cause an accident. This thing is not known for being the safest vehicle on the road. The crash test rating is marginal, which is one step above poor, so the structural integrity of the frame is not great. The interior is nice. These seats are very comfortable. They're leather. It's got wood trim. It's got heated seats. It has automatic climate control. It doesn't have Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple Play, or any of that stuff. No GPS, no rear view camera. But because this center unit is a standard size, I can simply take it out, spend $300 or $200 on eBay, get a Pioneer or a Sony head unit, and then I'll have Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and all that stuff. A lot of the technology in modern vehicles, I think it's kind of silly that people pay a ton of money for having that center head unit when you can get all that functionality in a head unit. But it is a comfortable place to spend time. I've driven this thing across country. It's a good vehicle. It's got this little switch here that allows you to adjust the height of the headlights. It has controls on the steering wheel, which are nice, cruise control and radio controls, 8-way adjustable power seats, which are nice. This thing is fun to drive. There is some road noise, some wind noise. The suspension is very good at absorbing bumps, but it does feel a little bit wallowy, so it doesn't feel like a sports car or a sports sedan at all. The suspension is good at absorbing bumps, although it's not a Mercedes. It's not the most comfortable vehicle in the world. There is some road noise, but overall, it's fine. I think you would consider this, I would consider this to be a comfortable economy vehicle in terms of ride quality. The engine, I mean, I know the 0 to 60 time is 8.9 seconds, the top speed is 130 miles an hour, but it's fun to drive. I don't know, for some reason it just feels peppy, and peppy in a 4,000-pound SUV is kind of cool. The good, really comfortable, bomb-proof reliability, easy to repair, low maintenance costs. The bad, the body tends to rust. It's not the safest vehicle in the world. Have I mentioned that the body tends to rust? How would I improve it? Galvanize the body, 5-speed manual. Everything else is pretty good. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.